So it's been a while since last time I decided to make a video, but I decided to get back into continuing the series with going through and getting all these different unobtainables. Right now I'm playing on Infdev. I always struggle to say it, but the version after Indev. It was an absolute bitch to get it to get it converted from Indev into Infdev. It was even more annoying to actually get the chunks from the previous video into an area to where it would not overwrite any of the chunks that I showed off in my tour of Habitation, which was that video was like over a year ago. There's really not too much to do in terms of getting unobtainables in this version. I'm only going to be playing on one specific version of Infdev, and then after that, I'm going to be moving on to playing alpha and then beta. I don't really want to spend more than just one video per version, because otherwise, I'm going to end up with 70, 80, 100 videos, and I just don't want to do that. There's not that many features in these older versions. Whoa, okay. I still have the same skin that I just have no idea. Okay, it's already becoming night. Well, this is really horrible timing. So I've already had a little bit of time to get into the world itself. Haven't really done anything. Most of the efforts that I've put on. Okay, well this is gonna be fun sitting in here for the next 15 minutes because there's still no beds. Wasn't yesterday, but probably 3, 4 days ago, when I was going through and changing the world into Infdev and trying to move the chunks around. Way back, like over a year ago, before I even made the first video on Indev, I ended up using a seed finder to search for monoliths, and I ended up placing these Indev chunks pretty much right between two sets of monoliths. One is to the very far north, and then one's to the south. And I was really suspicious because I would genuinely believe that it couldn't actually find the monoliths, because every time I would go through using like MCedit to change my position to try to, actually make sure that the area that I'm gonna be putting the base in is near the monoliths, I would start using the sun as a compass and try to follow the sun, establish, oh, well, it rises in the east, sets in the west. Um, but it turns out that that doesn't actually work in this version. It's somewhere later down the line, alpha, beta, something, where the sun will start rising in the east and sets in the west. So when I would go looking for the monoliths, just to make sure that, oh hey, they're actually real and I will actually be able to, explore them in this version, I would constantly end up going in the completely wrong direction. And I was convinced that that it just straight up just didn't exist. That there were no monoliths, and especially finding monoliths within, 10,000 blocks of 00 is just gonna basically be non-existent. Eventually, I figured out using MCedit, I was able to directly teleport myself to coordinates, and using the monolith finder, I was able to actually teleport nearby the southern set of monoliths just to make sure that they actually existed. I haven't really gotten the chance to explore it because as soon as I saw them, I spent maybe 10 seconds in that area and then logged out and then went back into MCedit and put my coordinates back here in Indev, in the Indev base. I would say the biggest appeal to playing on this version is gonna be like actually starting to play survival. I wasn't really interested in playing too much in the Indev world the number one priority with this video is going to be trying to get to the monoliths, and I want to pretty much explore all of those chunks that they're in. It's not going to be like a lot of stuff to explore because they're just giant raised chunks, but I more want to explore them to make sure that those chunks get loaded and that I'll have both of the monoliths actually generated into the game. I don't remember my coordinates exactly, but I moved the Indev world from what was roughly around somewhere near 00, which would have ended up overriding the compound if I would have just updated this directly and then stitched this world into the Habitation save file. I moved it down here in between the two monoliths. Everything is so far away from the compound and Habitation and all that stuff that I don't really need to worry about anything being overridden. Oh, hey, daytime. Thank God. That was extremely fast. Oh, I guess first things first, I need to get the hell out of here. I want to head south first. I want to explore that monolith. But as of right now, I don't really have a way to get out. Of course, I could always use the blocks from the dev building, but I'm not really interested in cheating. The Farlands are also in this version, but honest to God, I'm not gonna spend 5 real weeks of my life walking to the Farlands uh, in this version. Especially considering just how much file size that it would cost. I have no idea how much, but just considering this little area and a tiny little area at the southern monolith are generated, and I'm at 5 megabytes. Oh, this is actual wool. Okay. Oh, there's no mutton in this game. I forgot. So these guys are only for wool. Hopefully there's a bed. I'm really hoping I'll be able to make a bed. There's no bed in the game. Oh no. Oh, those two blocks up there, for whatever reason, when I was moving the spawn point from basically 00 all the way over here. The game was freaking out and basically demanding that there needs to be a couple blocks or a block at like Y63. Otherwise, spawn would just be completely invalidated and it would be impossible to spawn back here if I were to die. I really miss my sprint button. Hopefully, I think I got that like double audio glitch on my mic fixed. The solution was getting a new mic. Whoa, holy shit, what the fuck? Okay, I'm staying away from those. Okay, I do not know what the hell's going on here. Okay, got it. That's not good. I have what the fuck? Um, is it just all of these chunks over here? Okay, I think it's just that corner, because this seems to be fine over here. Here, let me see if I make some half slabs, I'll be able to get out of here and like make a permanent staircase. I'm hoping that's not corruption. Okay, there's no slabs in the game yet. Got it, got it, got it. Full solid blocks it is then. Oh boy. God, these nights and days are so fucking fast. There's no crouching either. So if I fall, I just fall. At least there's water below. So. Oh man, this is a really cool view. I like this. I'm definitely gonna keep like the main base here, no matter what. Maybe change it up and build like another base in other places later. Okay, this is kind of bad. I think you guys are able to see it a little bit better than I can, but it is damn near pitch black for me. Okay, I guess I have sheep in my base now. Move! Please tell me there are doors. Oh, thank Christ, there's doors. Holy shit. I just got back listening to this shit. Whoa! What the fuck? He shot me through the he shot me through the door. Yeah, get the hell out of here already. Start walking towards the north. No, not the north. I'm gonna go to the south one first. So I should be able to head just literally straight south, and then also straight north, and I would be able to come across the two monoliths. Good enough? If I come across any caves on my way there, I'm definitely gonna go exploring for them. It's probably going to be my only chance to get some spawners. Oh man, I love this shit. I gotta make sure I don't update the water. And that shit looks so fucking cool. I don't know if it's a few hundred blocks or a couple thousand blocks that I have to walk. I think probably. Because if I remember from the monolith finder, which I'm gonna put that in the description. But I know the coordinates that I have written down was like negative 8100 on the z-axis. So no matter what, I have a while to walk. You know, let's what the fuck? Why is there so many pigs? What the fuck? Alright, well, let's start cooking some pork chops then. Oh, how manual it is. I don't like this. Now, interesting thing about the monoliths in this version. In most other versions, they have like bedrock at the bottom of them, and you know, it's just a bunch of chunks that go from bedrock all the way up to build limit. These monoliths are actually raised chunks. So there's a giant void that's supposed to be underneath them, and so if you wanted to, you could just literally just jump into the void. They're not really okay. This is not fucking cool. Just utilizing any new glitches that come out as the game gets updated. Because I do plan on permanently keeping the world on modern versions. Oh, this totally looks like there's some hella ores in there. Oh man, that I really really wanna go down there. I don't know if I'm gonna end up like coming across a cave or something. I would love it if I just magically came across a spawner, but you know that's too good to be true. Also, normally music would be playing, like there is music, but I just have it completely turned off because it unironically it just makes editing more annoying. So I guess no music is playing at this time. Um, But yeah, it's just a little bit more annoying to have the music playing and then cut halfway through. Oh, yo, iron! Oh yeah, finally. But yeah, it's just really annoying to be talking about something and then I make a cut and it'll be playing a song and then I basically skip through 2/3 of it. Oh, there goes a stack of cobble on the floor. That just give me okay, no. I am good. 6 iron. That's enough for no armor that would not make me look goofy as hell. Alright, let's go. Oh, there goes. Actually, we can always use more blocks. Big old field of nothing. Actually, might check over here. Hopefully some iron generated. There's no way that's at Y128. That feels so fucking short. Whoa, no thank you. I'm just gonna continue on. I do definitely, once I get everything and I'm like done with this series with getting all these different unobtainables, I'll probably continue it to a degree whenever I'm in Habitation. I don't know if I should keep in all this walking, because a lot of it is just me ranting and raving and failing at really basic parkour like this. Um, just gotta keep heading south. I don't know if this is south. Where's the sun? Oh no, I don't know where the sun is. Okay. Okay, I am heading south. Am I? Yes, I am. Oh! Oh, there it is! There it is! Oh man. That's just the beginning of it. There it is, all the way over there. Holy shit. So this is the one I already took a peek at. There's these two mini monoliths, and then behind it is a major fucking monolith. So you pretty much like walk through these two. Oh my god, man, this shit's fucking awesome. These are the small ones. These are like the really, really, really small ones. But yeah, if I were to like dig underneath them, there's a giant open void. I might do that in a future version, whenever I update. But right now, I really don't want to do that. Especially, holy shit, yeah, there we go. Oh no. Okay, I gotta get out of here. Oh no, that's not good. Okay, those chunks seem safe. Okay. Okay, okay. Let's all right. Let's whoa. Okay, yeah, there you can Dude. Yeah, there's the void down there. I don't know if it'll actually fix that in future versions or not. Like will it just stay like that? In 1.17 going into 1.18, the way they coded the deep slate to spawn in is pretty much if there's bedrock above an area, it'll regenerate the chunks below it. But here's bedrock, it's still here. Yeah, so it just these are essentially raised chunks. I definitely need to check it out. I would like to preserve this being a void, as extremely dangerous as it is to have it in the overworld. But yeah, that's the actual big one, which is still the smaller of the two fucking the smaller of the two monoliths. But I guess technically, if you want to count this one and that one, there's 4 monoliths? Jesus Christ, man. It just keeps going. I just absolutely love looking at chunk errors, stuff like this. Okay, this should be a good spot to go up. Hopefully I don't start glitching again. Yeah, I was not having a lot of fun with that. Makes me feel like I'm gonna fall out of the world. Oh man. I wish there was some sort of way to get these to happen in modern versions of the game, because they'd go all the way up to like Y300 instead of... That's only like 128. Oh, it's so weird seeing Bedrock this high up. Okay, I couldn't clutch. I think I'm gonna also, before I start exploring around those monoliths, I wanna go around, explore the other side of the other monolith. Oh man, this is so fucking cool. Oh no, it's already becoming night. I hate how fast this shit is. No! Okay, I'm gonna need to make, like, probably an even smaller base this time. Dude, these torches are actually worthless. I'm trying to go as fast as possible, please! Okay. Well, I guess, now I just wait. Alright, there we go. Still don't trust that it's safe outside, though. Safe enough. It's gonna suck in later versions when I do update. These are still absolutely going to be really impressive to look at, but not as much because of where cloud height is right now. I think it's 1.17. Wow, that gets bright. In 1.17, that's when they raise the cloud height to be extremely high. Wow, that is a very clear way to just fall into the void. Honestly, I thought I'd have to, like, dig down a little bit to get to them. This is actually terrifying. What the fuck? I do not like this at all, especially no crouching. I don't seem too dangerous to go near. I think it's just some chunks are being really weird. That would probably mean that going into... God, how am I gonna get up there? I will probably use all the wool that I've gotten. Well, I have only gotten 48. I will make do. Wow. This is really cool. This is only one side as well. I have no idea how long it's going to take to walk around this thing. I want to at least walk around it and then I'm going to climb up it. Because if I walk all the way around, then that means the perimeter of the monolith is definitely generated. God, man, it's kind of spooky looking at it. Oh my God. What the fuck? Holy shit! Yeah, that's a void. Oh my, this is a small one. Never in a million years would I be able to get rid of that much bedrock in survival. Back in Habitation, I spent legit months to just clear out a strip of the bedrock ceiling for my nether hub that I was working on. At least I don't need to worry about like a hunger bar. Oh no, this is really bad. Uh-oh. Please don't glitch me here. Come on. Please. I'm not enjoying this. Oh, oh, here's the strat. There's the strat. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Get me out of here. Get me out of here. Okay, where that sheep is over there is safe. Please. Yeah, that's a very good reason to not try to go for the far lands because that kind of stuff just happens already. And I'm only what eight? I'm like 8,000 blocks. Okay, I'm only 8,000 blocks away, so I'm a good 12 million away from even getting the far lands to generate. But besides, I already I know there's a mod that you can actually download that literally all it does is unpatch the far lands. It doesn't even put them back into the game or uh like it tries to recreate the far lands. All it does is just remove the patch that Notch put in that got rid of the far lands. So I'll probably do that way later once I'm in modern versions like 1.20 when the far lands won't just crash your fucking game because I don't know if my PC would actually be able to handle it or not because I'm still using a shitty little laptop. Oh my god, it still goes. What's gonna be really cool is that whenever the build height gets raised to 256, I'll be able to build up there. I feel like I'm in like Maze Runner right now. I've actually never seen the movie or TV show. I don't know what it is. I've not seen the media that Maze Runner comes from, just a couple clips. God, man. I think this is my favorite part. Because it's like two different sides are all that instead of just like one big wall. I'm hoping I don't get fucking stuck up there. I might need to come back another day to go looking for spawners. Oh, I have to look inside of there. just absolutely in the clear everywhere else. No, there's no way these are raised chunks, because if they were chunks that were then raised up, then we'd be seeing like iron and gold or redstone. No, redstone doesn't exist yet. Diamonds. I cannot wait to see what the view looks like from up there. Probably gonna, whenever I get up there, I'm gonna need to just hide in a hole. It's the only way I'll be able to pass the night. Oh, here we go. About to get back to the front. Yep, there we go. Good God. I don't want to just... I guess I'm gonna just have to make a staircase. That's the only way up. And there goes... Alright, staircase it is. I don't like this. Please don't fall. Oh my God. I'm wasting my blocks. I'm actually on the verge of shaking right now. Oh my God. Please. Okay, good enough, good enough. Okay, I'm in the clear. Oh my God. I'm a fucking nervous wreck right now. There we go. Oh my God. It's just nothing. Okay, it's not gonna let me place anything up here. Wow. Well, I guess I don't really have any sort of way to check if I get everything generated. Oh no, I can see some of the chunks in the distance. I'm good. I could always load it up in MCedit after I'm done recording to double check to make sure the chunks are actually loaded. Because if there's dead chunks, then there's gonna be like unloaded chunks in the middle of this. Like I knew it would be flat up here, but it's like if you didn't know that I was on top of a monolith, you'd think I'm playing super flat. Really hate how ugly these staircases are, but I don't think there's even stairs in the game yet. There's no oak slabs. Alright, I'm gonna just leave this going and let it record for a time lapse. I really want to jump. Nah, I don't. I do not want to jump down. There's no sprinting, no none of that. Okay. Okay. There we go. Whoa. I'm hoping these glitch chunks do not persist. Like I'll just be able to go through them at a later date and not get stuck in them. I guess the beaches might be my best bet for finding spawners. It's the one place with sand. I need to look up and see how spawners will actually spawn in. Otherwise, I could end up being here literally all day. Alright then, I guess for right now I'm gonna head back to the main base, and then definitely this time if I pass by a cave, I'm gonna go explore it. Because I really do want some iron. At least enough to get a set of iron armor. I want to say not the two closer ones, but the larger monolith in the back is around half, somewhere between half and 2/3 the size of the monolith to the north. Oh, that's not a very impressive cave. Okay, I have no idea where I'm going. That's south, so this way is north. I think after I explore the northern monolith, I'm gonna look back at my notes and see what I can figure out about trying to find spawners. Okay, that's great. What? Um, is this where I think that is? I don't remember this. I don't remember this at all. Alright, well, I guess off to go explore the northern monolith now. Wait, this is... What is this fucking walk animation? This is so fucking scuffed. This is actually really close. Yeah, that's like right there. Definitely gonna think about coming back down here. Why is my... What is wrong with my arm? Alright. Trying to look for signs of, maybe an underwater dungeon. This is some really, really weird generation for a lake. Please tell me this is a dungeon. No, it's dirt! It's a cool looking lake. Or I guess it might technically be an ocean biome that's just not in the game. Ooh, I gotta check out what that is. Are you a spawner? Oh? Oh no. Oh, I don't have any lights. Hopefully I'll be okay right here. Barely got any time to do anything. Oh man. I'm getting really tired of fucking having to sit through and wait through every single night. I know for a fact spawners do show up in this version. I just don't know where to look. Beyond just caving and looking beneath sand, that's about it. As long as I keep going that way, then I should be able to make it to the next monolith. Still, I really want to just get it on camera. I don't want to fucking turn off the camera and then just go hang out and then, oh hey guys, while I had my camera off, I found the spawner magically, just all on my own, randomly. Like, come the fuck on. Oh, that was fast. I guess there's the other monolith. Now it should just be one massive one. But I think there might be an ocean on the other side of this. Stupid fucking animation, man. Jesus, it just keeps going on. There's that bedrock. What if I can find a pocket that I can just peek inside? I think if I'm gonna find a spawner, it's gonna be because I found it at a beach. There's no way I'm gonna go to find it just from like running around in caves. Like maybe, but it feels super duper unlikely. Oh, that's kind of cool. Gravel beaches. Ooh, I wanna take a look in there. See how big this one is from the inside. Ooh. Yeah, I think I like this one more than the last. Just like the surrounding terrain. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go this way. Wonder if I'll even be able to see to the other side in this one. I don't think so. Yeah, no. I can see a side, but that's the front. Holy shit. What the fuck? It's like 1,000 sheep down here. I don't think you guys are having fun with that. I'm not either. No, I don't want to go any farther than this. Because then I'm risking generating over stuff at 0, 0. Well, I mean, technically not yet. This is still a separate world. But when I place this world into Habitation, it pretty much, any of the data here takes priority over the data in Habitation. Jesus Christ. There's a little gap over there. This is some really neat generation. I like this. Of course, it's becoming fucking night again. And fuck this, I'm digging in the wall. Alright, I'm gonna stop recording for right now, and I'll resume whenever it becomes day again. Fucking 20 minutes from now. Alright. Grab my shit and go. Yeah, this one is way cooler than the other one down south. I gotta give him a better name instead of North. Okay, that's cool. North Monolith and South Monolith. Whoa. Hopefully I can walk between this one without everything exploding. I do kind of want to generate some extra chunks over there. Not gonna lie. Just so it's not just like, there's already gonna be chunk errors over there. So, and like, off in that direction, technically there could be chunk errors for 1.18, 1.19, 20, 21, 22 chunks that end up even higher than where that is. Because if a mountain generates, or would generate over there, then yeah. while I would have been, I could have said like, oh yeah, that would generate in roughly these areas if it was the old seed of Habitation. I can't say the same for. Oh, that looks cool over there. I can't say the same for the new like Java version of Habitation, but I think I'm in the clear now. Like as long as I get this world just updated to version 1.0, I'll be able to um downgrade Habitation to 1.0. But I'm gonna have to like be really careful and use specific snapshots because I don't know how stable it'll be. This area is gonna be really cool for like some kind of build. A monolith on 3 different sides. Like, just Jesus, man. Like, that's gonna be so fucking awesome. Like like a bridge across that or something like that. We have the beach over here. I'd love to say like, oh, you can have like a port set up, but I don't have the ocean fully generated, and I really don't want to go any farther north than where this ends up. Otherwise, I'm gonna end up going over chunks in another world. And the absolute last thing that I want to do is completely just corrupt Habitation. Downgrading can do that. It absolutely can. So I gotta just be extremely careful with how I'm going about this. Right now, I don't really have to worry too much about corrupting anything. I think it'll be in the clear. It'll be okay. But in the future, I don't know. Especially with combining different worlds. Which also, combining the worlds would just mean everything in this world gets copied and then pasted into the other world. I can't quite literally mash together the worlds into one world. Because it's different seeds, different everything. So it's just much safer to, not just much safer, but a lot more possible, a lot more possible to just get everything in this world, copy it, and then paste it into Habitation. Okay, I'm just gonna build into the wall again. Oh, now you can see across. I don't see any diamonds down there. Huh. It's probably because I'm just too far away. Yo, what the fuck? There's a bunch of mushrooms on top of a tree. Yo, that's fucking awesome. That's like super not a thing. Oh no, they're breaking! Oh, that sucks. Well, that was a cool glitch while it lasted. I should have ran away faster if I knew that would have happened. Here we go. I know those chunk errors anywhere. Yeah, there we go. Really weird how there's like literally nothing over there. We got lava and water coming out over here. I think I'm gonna hang out closer to around the base and probably look for spawners off in this direction. It's kind of goofy looking. The one tree on there. Oh, great. Honestly, I'd be safer to go fucking mining in the cave. Here we go, this is good enough. Or not. You know what? I'm gonna call it there. I think I'm gonna keep playing. I'm gonna try to find that damn mob spawner, but I can't keep recording. Alright, it's the day after. I didn't really end up playing more. I just got off after I stopped recording last. I'd actually try to venture out and make it back to the Indev base. The thing I wanna try to go caving a lot closer. Plus I have all this inventory full of shit. Never understood why so many people don't like chunk errors. It's weird how shallow these are. But yeah, I think I'm gonna try to explore some of these caves around here. Seems like it would be the most obvious place to look. If nothing else, if I die, I'm 10 feet away instead of 1,000 blocks away. I don't think, yeah, no, I don't know how far away. Somewhere to the south near that. Okay, that was a lot that just spawned in. Oh, I did look into the whole spawner thing. So, another way that you could actually end up getting a bunch of spawners is if you had a whole bunch of infinite water tiles in a chest, which in the last video there is a stack of 100 in here. In this version, it will actually convert them into spawners, and then because they're spawners, then these are no sign spawners. But honestly, I'm a little afraid to open this chest up because the past 3 times that I've done it, it's just crashed. Let me save and quit to title. Got it, it crashed. Alright, I'm not gonna try that again. Hopefully my world is not corrupted. Alright, we're good. So, yeah, we're not doing that again. Oh, that's gonna be a good way to enter. Hopefully I don't get fucking jumped. Can't see shit! Yet to find a single fucking diamond. No, I spam torches, but like I'm looking at it in OBS right now. I genuinely have half the viewing distance that you guys do. Not going that way. Not particularly a big fan of footsteps above me. Pure darkness. Just going back to grab sources. Okay, good. This is where you son of a bitch. What the fuck? Diamonds! Ah, yeah, I knew I heard something over here. Oh my god. Let me brighten this area up first. Holy shit! Here we go. Now we're moving up. 4 diamonds. What the fuck is that? I'm like convinced my GPU is like legit dying. Like I could dedicate all of my time in exploring these caves to just only looking for spawners, but I feel like it'd be kind of a waste to ignore all of the fucking different ores I come across. I should try to light up this whole island. Put a lot of use to all these torches. Whoa, okay, there's a lot in here. I really do not like how fucking jank their hitboxes are. Alright, I'm gonna stop the recording here. Continue going through these caves. Alright, it's later in the day now. Played for a while, but ended up getting off. I probably spent at least a couple hours after I stopped recording on the mines over there. Explored a pretty decent amount. Got this chest worth of stuff and ended up replacing my armor. As of right now, I'm still working on trying to get the whole island lit up. It's a little hard to see how much progress I've gotten. It's still daytime. I'll probably cut to what it looks like at night. But I got pretty much the most of the south side, the west side, and part of the north side. Wow. I really do not vibe with heights in the slightest. This is awful. It's awesome, but it's awful. I think I'm gonna build like a actual base up here at the top. And then, like I said in the other episode, the first or second, I don't even know what, it's been so long. Do want to probably start building a lot of the glitched items for like a showcase over there. But I don't know. As of right now, like I still just have only the lit furnace or the infinitely lit furnace. And that glitch still works now, so if I wanted to, I could just pick it up and then move it somewhere else. It doesn't really matter. But I do want to go do more exploring, because there's still, I had to cut that early. I don't know how I'm gonna make like a reliable way to get out of here. Maybe, I don't know if it would be better to have like a, or like cooler to have like a tunnel that you walk down and then you, oh no, have like a tunnel where you just basically walk from up there down to here, or, you know, just lazily have some kind of bridge or staircase. I definitely want to get rid of that eventually because it's just kind of ugly. I actually don't remember seeing this side of the island back in Indev. Whoa, that's cool. Sure not to touch that. Dude, all these footsteps around here are making me bug the fuck out. I ought to make a backup of this world eventually, but as I'm kind of playing with fire right now with no backups. Like I said, this is after hours and hours. Like I was on at like 10 in the morning, and now it's like 9 p.m. right now. So it's been a minute. Okay. Actually feels safer. Just oh, thank God it's becoming daytime right now. Really not interested in just waiting in the cave for the next fucking 20 minutes. Okay. But yeah, I think a house would go perfect right there on the in the middle of that island, on the top of the hill. Very kind of centerpiece kind of deal. But I don't really know what kind of block palette I can do. Trying to look for a specific cage. I'm trying to look for a specific cave that I saw earlier when I was back in here on MCedit, and I saw at some area, some fucking cave over here has a mob spawner in it. I don't remember which one. Oh, is this it? Kind of familiar. It's not. Honestly, I'm on the verge of just giving up looking for it, and I think I might end up going back into MCedit and just looking around for a few to grab. I guess I can record that as well, that footage. But if I don't find that cave literally now, I'm gonna just save that for tomorrow. And I need to think of a better name for it than Indev Island or yeah, there we go. Like looking at civilization. Extremely dark. So I got some good progress done with lighting this up. Um, but yeah, I think I officially give up spawners. I'm gonna go ahead and pull it up in MCedit, and I'll record myself showing where like the different ones are around here. I really don't want to do this all the time though, but it's just because literally just this one version is the only one that I would be able to get signed data. Okay, I'm back. I left for a few minutes to take a break after that. Okay. Oh, at least I didn't have the fucking spawner. I really wish I did have a spawner. I'm just glad I never had it in the first place, because then I would not lose it. Oh, that is really weird. What? What? That can never be updated. Build on here whenever I want, and I don't have to stay locked inside the Indev house waiting out the night every single 10 minutes, because that is just not fun. Alright, so another day has passed by. About to load up the world in MCedit. Take a look at where some of these, where some of the monster spawners or mob spawners are near the Indev world. Now, one thing I really don't understand, because it's definitely not the first time I've loaded this up in MCedit, is after I finally moved everything into here or I moved the world into Infdev and started exploring. Um, Actually, if I go down here, you can see the southern monolith if it loads. Light green is all the light green are monoliths. I don't know what. Oh, these all the red is entities. So there's like a bunch of mobs underneath there. So I did get both of the monoliths fully generated in. There's no missing chunks in between anything, and then there's a healthy amount of space between the edge of the monolith and the actual um, area around it. But for whatever reason, because I guess at this stage of the game, it's not really intended to have the world spawn 6,000 blocks away. It has repeatedly generated these giant chunk trails going from what I assume is roughly 0, 0 or spawn, going all the way out here. Which I'm really glad that I caught this, because if I if I were to have just taken the world as is and then stitched it into Habitation, all of these chunk trails would overwrite any chunks that I have. And that includes all of these at 0, 0. Let me find a good spot. Right here. So I would just have a whole... it wouldn't look exactly like this, because obviously there's other generation that would be in this area. But I definitely want to, honestly, I'm probably going to keep these. Not all of them, though. Um, I'll probably cut it off around here or something like that. It really depends on how far this goes. But before I get the world converted over from Infdev over to, I don't know, release 1.0, I'm going to need to make sure that any of these are not going to overwrite chunks at 0, 0 or within Habitation. Definitely taking its time with loading. I don't know why it's being so slow. Well, probably because the world's a lot bigger now. But no, I don't want to use MCedit in order to get items. It's just it's like playing creative mode on a world. If I can just spawn in a million fucking diamonds, it ruins the fun. It's gonna ruin the game for me. The Having this Indev house is a lot cooler. Oh wait, am I able to open this? Oh, cool. So did it actually convert the water? Yeah, it did. There it is. So those mon that water those water tiles actually got converted into monster spawners. I still don't know what is causing this chest to be opened and it just completely glitches. Having these Indev items in here with like stacks of 100, it's cooler to have them and not actually use them. Something to show off. Is there... Oh, never mind. No, because if I go here, I can probably just go... I literally went into this fucking cave as well. Oh my god, what a load of bullshit. So, anything that's yellow pretty much means that it's a container or like some type of some type of block that you can actually open. Well, I can't actually open these from in here. Can I? Whoa. What the fuck? Yeah, I have no idea how that works. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't want to do that though. So, okay, yeah. Here's where it is. That's the mob spawner that I saw a while ago, or well, the last time I was in MCedit, because I was seeing these entities or these like yellow blocks underground, and it was really close. But it was just like, look how fucking close that was. Like, come on. I was genuinely what that has to be less than 10 blocks away, and I just had no idea because there's no mobs that are going to be spawning out of these. But I guess that's where one is. I think I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around and grab quite a few of these, but I'm gonna have to like go back and forth between loading up MC Edit and then loading up the world and then loading up MC Edit and loading up the world. I can't do both at the same time because that would risk corrupting the world. And honestly, I really don't want to. I don't want to corrupt the world. I don't really want to venture out too much, but I'm gonna grab all the monster spawners in this immediate area around here. So that would be one, two, three, four. I guess the other ones aren't loading now because I'm being too fast. Five, six, seven. Is really none over here? Okay, here's one over here. And then I guess eight. That would make eight. Okay, there we go. Is it becoming night or day? Day, okay, we're good. I should probably get this fucking this pork chop put away. I really cannot wait for food to be able to be stacked again. This is awful. Yeah, I'm gonna bring a couple stacks of coal for torches. Because I do not want to mine. Done enough mining. I'm tired of this shit. Just want to get these spawners already. Figure out how the hell I'm actually get up there from this side. What the fuck? To this? Okay, here we go, yeah. Dude, you cannot be for real right now. Here it is. Okay, let's hope I don't crash out of the game. Oh, there it is. Wait, it's not sign data. Those are just normal fucking spawners. Bro, are you being for real? It's just normal spawners. Hold on a second. Let me go check my notes. Okay, so I found the wiki. So for a monster spawner with sign data, a monster spawner with sign data, also known as a sign spawner, is a monster spawner that has a block entity data of a sign of a sign. In the latest versions, its appearance resembles a pig spawner, but no pigs ever spawn from it. Additionally, no spawn eggs can be used to change the pig entity in the center of the monster spawner. This bug occurred as monster spawners were given the same entity ID as signs in Indev, this exact version, this Secret Friday, whatever the fuck. I'm not reading all that. And as a result, updating to later versions will update the monster spawner entity ID attributes to that of a sign, giving it the properties of one. Because of this, all previous attributes of the monster spawner are deleted, such as the mob it spawns. Spawners with sign data can be updated all the way to 1.21. They are converted to normal spawners when loaded into 1.21.1. Damn. Well, I didn't even. Damn, I didn't even know they patched it. Okay. Okay, so I have to update the world to actually see it, where it would be. I don't know. All right. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and it's the safest way to go about this. Oh, fucking scared me. I did not want to do that. Okay. Oh, are you able to put a saddle on a pig yet? No, I still can't stack food. Awesome, awesome. All right, well, I guess I'm gonna go ahead and start running around, grabbing the rest of these. I don't know if they will actually convert over to sign data or not. Am I still able to place these down? Okay, now it's pigs. Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting a bunch of these. Stop the recording here. I will come back when I get all these spawners from around the area.
Alright, it's actually been a minute since the last time I was playing on here. The last clip was about 2 months ago, back in February. And then right after that, I ended up getting a new PC. So I ended up putting on hold this series for a little bit. So it took me a minute to actually figure out what the last thing I was doing. But I ended up going ahead and doing a little bit of building and also grabbed 6 additional. Oh, yep, here we go. Alright, so here's the building I'm working on right now. I wanna first go over to the loot that I got from all the different spawners from around the area that I ended up getting with using MCedit. And separated everything into just this chest alone. And so, pretty decent stuff. Definitely not impressive by modern day standards. This entire bottom row is filled with bread, but no stacking still. I'm liking how this build is coming along. I was really just too lazy to start up the recording while I was doing it, and just wanted to really get going with the build because I'm not very talkative while I'm trying to focus on building. All my armor broke. I could probably make more, but considering everything's lit up, I really don't need it. And worst case scenario, if I die from fall damage, there's my spawn point. Um, Here's a little tunnel I made going from the south side of the island to the north side. And in here, I want to make this be the main room where I'm going to start placing a lot of these illegal blocks. So I'm going to have like an area with the spawners with like a pillar of all 7 of the sign data spawners. Which I did go back and I went back and looked at the wiki, and it's it's when you get a spawner from this version and update it to a version after this that I don't know what happens, but the spawners, that's when they start converting, where they become sign data. I don't know what I want to do with this side yet, but this side's definitely gonna have that. I don't know if I want to. I might be able to build upwards more, but I do not know. I definitely will build downwards to expand more. I have to keep in mind being able to make this expandable, so I have to pick a little bit more of a simpler design. I can't really start saving animals or mobs yet because there's not really any realistic way to preserve them. Because it's not until like 1.6 that name tags get added. I do really like this quarry, so I think I might make like a little spot somewhere here to go down into a strip mine because I need to start strip mining if I'm gonna be able to get any resources or like really good resources. I do want to try to keep the terrain as original as possible. That's why I've been trying to avoid even cutting trees down. Oh, but yeah, here's the kind of tower I'm building right now. I'm up to 3 different stories. And I don't want to build a basement. I'd rather keep this build separate from downstairs underneath. Probably gonna make some pathing around, and that's like the most amount of changes to the terrain that I'd really do. Some pathing, a couple bridges here and there, maybe to get to some of these islands. Um, I need to get rid of that staircase because of how ugly it is. I actually want to make a separate tower, probably right around there. So it'll be a little bit lower and probably a little bit smaller on the inside, but I want it to be significantly taller. Probably to the point where I would be able to make a bridge going from the, what is that? That's south. So going from the east side to the west side. And then I got kind of a ugly lip hanging out over this where I want to have like a little sky platform going from this tower to the tower over there. I do really like that this whole area is safe now with all these torches. That looks really cool. Ooh. Ooh. God. Jesus. Alright. Oh, they're just jumping down. Okay. I'm staying away from there then. I'm surprised how little damage I took. But yeah, I'm still working on I left off on doing the roof, and that's when I realized, wow, I should probably make a little bit of an update because of how long it's been.
Oh, but yeah, I did actually finish lighting up the whole island. Even the section where I was glitching, and I don't know why, but the tick rate in some of these chunks right here seemed to be like 1 tick per second. So it just refuses to update. But I figured out by spamming F, I can keep reloading chunks and it'll just force me through the chunks. Another thing that I've noticed in MCedit is down here, and this is all over the world, there's just a bunch of mobs below bedrock. Like what the fuck is this? All the way the hell down here. Like this is deep into the void, and there's items. So I have really no idea what the hell that could be. From what I've figured out, green means items, red means entities, and then yellow is like containers. I think there's also, if it loads any slower, is it this corner? Yeah, here we go. So there's even more mob spawners over here. But for whatever reason, most of these mob spawners, oh no, I'm like messing up. Most of these mob spawners don't actually open up into a real cave system, and their generation pretty much completely glitched. So normally you would be able to find this because there's a bunch of zombies or skeletons on the other side being really loud. Or, well, no, you'd hear their footsteps because they don't have audio yet. Um, and then you just mine into the wall and, whoa, would you look at that? Found a mob spawner. Um, but because there's no mobs spawning from them, it's nearly impossible to find these things. Um, yeah, and then you get some of them just will generate into a cave that has no entrance at all. So I don't even know how I'm gonna get to that because there's no way I can like look at coordinates. Um, I think there's. I'm gonna go for this one first, just because it's very straightforward. I think I'll go for these ones over here, maybe. Yeah, this is like, come on. It literally is. It has no generation. Ah, okay, there you go. That this tiny little fucking area.
I thought about building on top of this terrain, but I kind of wanted to keep these chasms as untouched as I possibly could. I cannot wait to have my sprint back. Um, but yeah, I'll update once again after I get uh the roof of this put together. Yes, for whatever reason, I do not know why, I was just running around and came across this pig, and the shadows are completely fucked. It seems to be all of them? Yeah, okay, I don't know why, but it's also dirt as well. Just any items. Alright, I'm pretty much done with the base now. At least with the main tower. So now that I'm done with this, I think I want to start focusing on getting this second tower built. So I'll be able to have a reliable way out of this pit, basically. Instead of taking this fucking oak stair slab fucking staircase against the wall. I think I'm gonna end up making the tower go up to build limit, because whenever I get this updated to 1.9, I could use it as in an elytra launch pad. Just something I can jump off of for a while. Till then, though, it'll mostly just be for getting a view of the surroundings. Honestly, I'm really happy with how this build turned out, considering how limited the block palette is on these old versions. Only really, the only thing that isn't a full block is lower half slabs. So it was pretty hard to do this. And just so many torches everywhere. But I really don't want to risk any mob spawning anywhere. I think I'm probably not going to work on it right now. I want to get I'd rather get structures built on here before setting up pathing. Because otherwise I'd have a bunch of paths just leading to nowhere. I don't really want to make any farms here either. Any farms I'm going to build, I'm going to do in a lot of the Infdev terrain instead of the Indev terrain. So I'll probably, once I build the tower up and then connect the two bridges side by side, going to either side of this ditch, I don't know what to call this area, I guess. If you have like an idea to like what to call this, I really do not know what to call this area. It should definitely have a name though. I feel like it would be more fun to kind of give names to locations beyond just, oh, this is the Indev, this is the Infdev, this is the beta, this is the alpha. You know, it's just a kind of boring naming scheme when you're naming actual builds. But I'm extremely bad at naming. Oh, another thing. So I was looking into more discontinued features, and apparently I completely forgot about the brick pyramids that used to spawn in earlier versions of Infdev. However, I have already updated way past those, so I won't be able to get a naturally spawning brick pyramid. Later on, though, I do plan on building one, but the sheer size, even at this old world build height, it's still gonna be, I think the math is like 300 odd thousand um, brick blocks, which is just ludicrous. And my only other option would be to load up a earlier installation of Infdev, find a brick pyramid, then it would also have to be in a completely separate world from this. Find a brick pyramid, then leave that world, go into MCedit, and then stitch it into this world, which would not even look natural because it would have all sorts of fucked up terrain. And while I do like that, I don't want to overdo it. I'll probably go for an earlier version when they were completely solid. There are some versions that have like cave generation going through them, which is really cool. But it's just the time passed for that. So would it have been really cool to have? Absolutely. They look really fucking cool. But it's just completely unrealistic for me to have it as a part of this world and Habitation whenever I stitch this into Habitation. But yeah, I will come back whenever I have this second tower a little bit in progress. If I do primarily stone, I'm probably gonna start a mine shaft down here because I really like this quarry. But yeah, I'll uh be back in a little bit with some updates. Okay, so I started uh mining out the mine shaft real quick, and down here, I don't know why, but there's just so much fucking iron everywhere. Uh, this down here is this just continues onwards down to bedrock, and up here I just kept going until I hit bedrock. Um, so I would be able to count upwards until I hit Y11. Um, but I'm just this is still in the Indev chunks, so old ore generation, but just Jesus Christ, it's just going and going. Like I thought it was gonna be like maybe 10 ores. It's just still going. What the fuck? That's already 38? It's still just fucking go. I wish I was recording already. Because this just looks fucking set up, but Jesus. I wasn't even trying to get all this. I'm just trying to get stone. I want fucking cobblestone. Already a fucking stack? Maybe I should have gone mining in the fucking last video. Dude, I don't think even 1.18 generation has this much fucking iron. No, I'm still iron for a while. Stacks. I almost didn't start grabbing it because I was like fucking, oh whatever, it's just a couple ores. I'll find more while I'm at Y11. I haven't seen mods with ore veins this big. It's just earth. I just wanted to set up a strip mine. I guess I don't need a strip mine anymore. I guess because the Indev worlds were so finite, the only way to have iron tools for longer than 10 minutes was to give you 10,000 ore iron veins. I'm getting turned around. I don't know which way to go now. I I ran through 3 pickaxes. What the fuck? I was gonna wait until later, but I guess here's the entrance to the mine shaft. I'm gonna have it be a 3x3 going down. I did not expect to be doing pickaxe runs this early. Yeah, cause like I was going through the caves and shit and seeing ore like this, and it's just a couple ore here and there. And I just figured, oh okay, all the ore would be like that. What the fuck? Really want to see how big this vein is. Like, is this gonna be the same vein? How about diamond like this? It's just so gone. Wait, I gotta see. Is this really a second, also giant ass vein? Oh no, it is the same vein. Okay, I have exactly 64 coal. Man, no wonder fortune didn't exist. You didn't fucking need it. Okay, there we go. A 4.5 stack vein. What? Oh, sorry, I wasn't done. There's still more over here. Okay, you can stop now, please. Jesus. Okay, I lied. 4 stacks and a stack of 11. Oh god. Honestly, with how big these veins are, I think I'm just gonna look for them from now on. Yeah, I actually these are so fucking absurd that I would rather look at them and uncover them to keep them rather than mine them. Yeah, I can't bring myself to do that. I'm gonna have to fucking strip mine somewhere else. That is, well, I guess, yeah, I can still strip mine here. Alright, this is the next day again, and I got pretty much this whole mine shaft area set up. Really liking how it's coming along. I do also like the ores down here, so I think I'm gonna just end up keeping them. I don't think there's fire spreads, not this early, but later on in other versions there'll be fire spreads for sure. So I'd rather just not risk it. And I kind of like the idea of having the cobblestone as like a transition block. Like it's the lava scorched the logs or whatever, something like that. Uh, I guess the lava's at just Y1 and it doesn't go any higher than that except for surface lava. But yeah, this is pretty much done. So, probably the last time I'm gonna really include this as a part of the build. But yeah, I think it turned out really, really nice. I need to, I guess, start working on getting as much cobblestone as possible for the tower, and I guess go from there. For the tower, I guess the whole build itself will go up to build limit, but I don't think I'm gonna make the actual platform go up to build limit because I'm kind of basing it off of an old build that I made back on Xbox years and years ago, where I basically made like a space needle, and the main purpose was for elytra flight, and I used half slabs of stone going all the way up until you reach the top. So I think that would be kind of cool. Alright, I got a little bit of progress done with the base of the tower. I've decided to kind of scrap the idea of like a really wide foundation, just because it would end up kind of really overtaking a lot more of the natural terrain I really want to. So I think just for it to make more structural sense, I'm gonna be kind of making the tower look like the base of it is a lot beefier to be able to support its own weight. Um, I'm gonna make it 2 blocks thick. I just have the oak around here as kind of a placeholder that separates it from the stone so I can see it better. And I think because I'm also doing 2 blocks thick, yeah, because I'm doing 2 blocks thick, at least at the base, I'll be able to do one pattern on the inside and one pattern on the outside. But I'm really liking this so far with it kind of like sloping up at an exponential rate. But yeah, I'm already running out of stone really fast. I want to say that was probably 3 to 4 stacks at least, and I got more in here smelting right now. I think it's really good progress so far. I'm kind of seeing the shape that I want it to take. It's gonna turn out really, really nice. Alright, I got some more progress done on the tower. Got the path kind of connected. Not really connected that well, but with how close it is, I can't really do much else with that unless I were to, I don't know, have it wrap around the long way instead, and that would just be kind of a waste of materials and time. So I'm not gonna be, well, I gotta make that strip mine eventually because I am starting to run out of iron. I think that's it. That's all I have in iron. But, oh, look at all those sheep. Um, over there with the tower, I want to start transitioning into having wood, and I think the best thing to do would be giant oak pillars coming out of the corners and going up, and acting as supports for the rest of the build. But that would require a lot of oak, like a ridiculous amount. So I actually started working on the, uh-oh, it's starting to glitch. Oh, okay. I'm going. There we go. I think that's it. So I did actually start building the tree farm over here. But yeah, I'm really liking how this is turning out. I definitely only really want those two main builds on here. Like I don't want to make like a port or anything like that because it's not really functional. One, because there's no boats, and two, um, where exactly would I be boating to? There's no ocean. So this is basically a glorified moat, if anything. And the main way I want to be leaving out of here would be through this tower. God, that looks so fucking cool. And that's just the first third. It hasn't even peeked through the cloud line yet. But yeah, over here to the west. Is this west? Yes, this is west. Here we go. I got I did a little bit of basic terraforming. I need to remove the rest of this because I want to build like a little mini house. And not mini as in the same size as that tower. Just like literally one floor. There's nothing else going on up here. And just have it be a way to be able to... I might make it the main way to get in and out into the tree farm just so that it would be more secure. But seeing as I planted these close to an hour ago and they're still not grown up, I'm gonna have to be nearby to AFK and just let all these trees grow. But yeah, that's kind of where I'm at right now. I just need to do a lot more farming with getting more trees so I can build this up. Kind of want to go for a similar style to this, but they're still going to be two very different towers. Alright, just a quick little update. I wish I could see the tree farm off in the distance that way. That's looking pretty good, but I quickly just made a gravel pillar up to build limit. Can't place any more blocks. A lot lower than I was really expecting, but I guess the world build limit's still 128. Um, just because I wanted to get like a visual of how much bigger I can reasonably make this, which honestly, a pretty decent amount. I preemptively placed a water bucket down there. I think water bucket clutching still works in this version, but I just really did not want to risk it. Ooh. Okay, it doesn't. It falling in a 1 block deep water, it still kills you. So that sucks. Whatever. Just came back down from the strip mine with a bunch of stone, and not gonna lie, I found a pretty good rhythm and shape for this. It's not gonna be that rounded, so it's still going to be more of a octagonal sort of shape. But yeah, I found a pretty good flow with this that I was honestly really surprised to have gotten. So I should be able to get up there to the top in no time. But just that took over a stack to get, and for all this cobblestone, it was 3.5 pickaxes. I'm really not a fan of the durability in this version. It really sucks. I cannot put into words just how annoying doing this with no walls is. I'm almost done because I'm trying to get the staircases to end 5 blocks above where this ends. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm out of that. Oh no. Can I do... Oh yeah. Alright, well, I'm adding that to the... I know there's also a bedrock deletion glitch that I can use with that I might end up using underneath the monoliths, which that will be a one hell of a project. It'll easily be weeks of my time in real life. I basically finished the inside with the staircases, get this path built as soon as possible because I'm running out of resources and I don't want to keep going down and mining in the main strip mine because I don't have the resources to keep doing that because I'm not going to be getting the iron and coal and gold that's down there. The I want to keep these ores. So the only other option I have is to get this built as soon as possible so I can use this to start heading over and building the mine shaft. I think I'm just gonna leave it as a 1 block thick thing of bottom half slabs and build from here all the way over there. So this build is going to be incomplete for a while. Alright, got it fixed, and so I'm gonna end it off, or not end off the video, but I'm gonna have this be the end of the, that first kind of story, or the first section, because that lines up perfectly with the same amount of space at the bottom between the doorway to up here, and it actually ended in the exact corner that I started the spiral going up. And so I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to wait until the opposite corner before continuing the spiral upwards again, and then probably end it off up there, but I don't know if I have enough space to do that. Um, I'll see, but honestly, there's only going to be 2 floors. There's just going to be the top floor and then this one, and then probably a space in the middle just to be able to jump all the way down. But I gotta say, I do not like bridging with this in the slightest, because I basically just have to walk over the edge and hope I don't fall. Because at this height, I'm guaranteed death. There we go. I'm gonna keep doing this. This fucking sucks. Alright, oh, I got it connected over here. It was really shitty and actually ended up taking about 2 days because it got dark, and immediately after getting dark, I fell off, thankfully into water, but then I went back to my base and then AFK'd there. Once I got to ground though, it was really easy to just rapidly place these though, because I was able to just stand down here and just jump. Great, that's awesome. Um, I'm gonna definitely expand that to be 4 wide, but I would rather set up the new mine shaft first for then. And I think this is gonna be the perfect area to set it up. Um, I'm probably going to make it a lot bigger than a 3x3. I might make it up like a 5x5 or um maybe bigger. I'm not sure though, because it's either gonna be a 5x5 or a 7x7. I wish I already have the water system set up. Actually, no, I could do that now. Um, so that I can start just jumping to the bottom anytime I need to get down. Uh, I think I'm definitely gonna have a glass roof. So I might turn it into more of an observatory kind of look at the top. Um, because I love the look of this room when it's daytime and you can just see all the way down. And then, at nighttime, I like the idea of being down here and being able to look up to see, like the stars and the moon and everything else that's up there. But yeah, still a lot of work to do. I did have a bunch of spare half slabs, so I started building this way. Um, I like the way it looks so far, even though it's just a one block wide bridge. All right, I just finished some strip mining. It's only just a straight line that way. I didn't really want to branch off in all the different directions quite yet. Um, I'm definitely gonna do something with this area where I'm gonna make this hub area really big, similar to the one I have back there in the Indev chunks. But I much rather wait until I have more than just 22 iron. At least went positive. Um, I spent most of the pickaxes just trying to get down here, but I will be able to continue and do more. Almost ran out of torches too, but I got plenty now. But yeah, next bit for the next, I don't even know how long. I'm just gonna be down here strip mining. Definitely a great source of cobblestone and stone and of course gravel. Got 6 gold as well, which is pretty neat. I don't think I really have much of a use for that now. So far, I haven't found any diamonds. Probably will whenever I start branching out, going in like left and right columns every 2 blocks, but I won't do that until I uh, start setting up the actual strip mine instead of just one long area like that. Of course, it's becoming night when I'm coming out. Is it? Yeah, it is. Alright, whatever. This needs to smelt anyways. But yeah, I can't even like continue by like chopping down more trees. I know I have a few axes, so I could like chop down some, but my main concern is really fleshing out the strip mine because that's where I'm gonna be getting all of my iron and coal and hopefully diamonds for a pretty long while. I don't even know how long. Maybe I'll go so far in that direction that I'll eventually just generate a third fucking monolith or something. I can't. Well, there is another monolith, but it's like 6,000 positive to the east and around the 0 coordinate for x. But that's just unrealistic because that's over 10,000 blocks from here, and I'm not traveling that far for a third monolith. All right, got both of the different sides connected. Now I just gotta really I would say that is probably going to be the hardest part. Either setting up those or lighting up this, because I'm gonna have to light that up after the fact, which is gonna be a lot more annoying because my only scaffolding is dirt and maybe gravel if you want to count that. I won't really be able to get to that for a while because I only really need wood right now for sticks. I don't have sticks. Okay, I could maybe make 2 pickaxes. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to go grab wood tomorrow. I have a lot more strip mining to do, a lot more progress to make God, this video is going to take forever to edit and get out, considering I started playing in Indev and recording that in like early February, and it is almost May now. Yeah. Alright, I'm coming back from another mining trip. I decided to start going out to the sides now, and I'm just gonna take these as far as I really can. Took almost 6 pickaxes of durability to get from the main area off this way, which is definitely a few hundred blocks for sure. Definitely getting a lot of materials out of it. I'm getting tons of gravel. It's going to be great for making all the paths. And I definitely have enough cobblestone now to be able to finish up the bridges. So, yeah, that's going to be really nice. I'm also going to need a lot of cobblestone because I'm going to be making the supports for the bridges mainly out of stone, from the bottom all the way to the top. I was thinking about making it like wood and stone, similar to the path at the bottom that connects from my base to the main tower. I can't really use wood. I'm not going to explain why, not just yet, but great, it's nighttime as well. Hopefully I don't die. But scope creep is a real thing, and I've probably just added another 10 hours of stuff to do on here before I go up to the next version. But yeah, this side is completely done. I just gotta get to the other side real quick, and there's only one lane left to do, and then I'm done with making the functional part of the bridges. But I don't want it to just be functional, I want it to actually look really, really cool. I'd much rather finish up this. For the time being, I'm just going to convert all of this cobblestone into slabs and just see how much of it I can get widened, which will be a lot easier to do because I'll be standing at this kind of angle instead of trying to just speed bridge without the ability to crouch. Um, so I'll focus on getting the way to the mine shaft first, and then I'll do the other side. Especially because that's way more, and that's also to the side with wood, so I'm not really going to be going that way for a little bit. I think I'm pretty good on wood. If not, it doesn't really matter. Alright, just another update. I've gotten the stairway down to the strip mine. Got a lot of progress made on it. I was gonna leave it at only a 5x5, but I think I'm gonna give it like a false 7x7. So, or not 7x7, 7 wide, because I really like the idea of having these wooden struts kind of holding up everything in here. So, but I don't want to have them be in the way of the path. So I'm gonna put them into the wall and then expand it further outwards. I might raise the roof one more block, um, just to give a little bit of extra space. I think that will be good. And actually down here, I got quite a bit of strip mining done. It's actually out of render distance how far I went, but one of the last paths on the left actually ended up finding two sets of diamonds, or like two sets of 3 diamonds, I think. Is it this way? Yeah, definitely this way. So hopefully I can kind of get there fast. I wasn't able to record my reaction at the time, but I like mined all the way around it in order to. Oh, is this it? No, this is not it. That leads into a cave with water. So then I stopped mining. Um, but yeah, I really wanted to save it until I was able to record again so that I could get it on camera. I want to say this has been at least a week since the last clip that I recorded. Oh, yeah, here's some right here, 3 here, and then let me go further out. I found these diamonds because there was a really large gravel pocket right at my feet, and I've been clearing out all the gravel that I come across, so that's why you're not going to see any gravel down here. I could also do dirt, but it I would have to actually use a shovel for it. Oh, still further. So, yeah, like stuff like this was big gravel pockets that I clear out because I've been able to get a lot more ores out of that, and all I have to do is just place a torch down instead of using up durability. So, I'm gonna have a lot of 0 durability pickaxes, which I'm not, that's gonna be a while to show. Yeah, I haven't done this one yet because I ran out of inventory space actually. Where is it? Oh, there it is. And then I just kept going. But yeah, here's 3 more. I'm actually gonna go ahead and get them now. I think I'm just gonna hold on to them for now. I'll probably put them aside, just start saving up a stash of diamonds to throw into lava at a later date. Or maybe I might wait until I can get like a fortune pickaxe and then go grind for the diamonds then. Because honestly, I won't be able to really use any of that stuff until later, so I might turn these diamonds into a pickaxe just to see how long I can really keep it going. If the durability is just like so low that it really is more efficient to just be using iron pickaxes for everything, then I'm just gonna do that. I want to say I've gone through more than a single chest for sure worth of tools since then, mining out that area. That alone has taken. This is my third set of 7, and I actually broke 4 of them. But I've gone through, not including this inventory, 14 pickaxes. So this really, really low durability is starting to get to me, and I'm wanting to get done with these builds so I can move on to the next version already. But yeah, it is taking a long time to get this shit done.
Okay, and now I should just be able to mine it and I'll be able to keep it. Yeah, there we go. Whoa, what the fuck? I guess I managed to put that on there.
Fucking hate this shit because it's like that joke whenever a character in like a movie or TV show is like seeing like they're afraid of heights and they're just like just don't look down. I can only look down. I don't have any other option. I'm having a fucking bridge with no shift. Literally have to fucking okay, there I go. I fell. Ugh, and it's like, ooh, okay, that's a really cool skyline. Oh my god, that is so fucking cool. Never mind, it was worth it. Holy shit, that is, because I finally put in like the pillars for the mini bridge, and it is perfect. I'm not even joking, this is making me lightheaded. Note to self, don't build a bridge going top down because that's just fucking stupid. Okay, I fell, but it was into water. Yeah, I'm over the moat now, so I'm good enough. Oh my god, this is so fucking awesome. never thought I would be gushing over such a fucking simple version of the game. Honestly, I can't wait to have the replay mod, because it'll make getting footage for these builds a lot easier. Alright, quick update. I finished up with the 3 different pillars. I just need to get back up there to the top of the bridge and start detailing the sides, probably add in some kind of semi-railing and tower structures, maybe. I don't know how well that would look on top. They might look good, they might look horrendous. But I definitely want to add some supports underneath going out from each of these to kind of hold up the bridge. Same thing with adding a similar style support from going from the main tower and holding up the bridge. I'm really liking how it turned out so far. They look very, very sturdy. So if you ignore where it connects up there, that kind of looks a little flimsy. Alright, couple more weeks passed by. Uh, took me a minute to get back to playing this regularly again, because I was dealing with final exams. But I've made some good progress since the last clip. I got the basis for the 2 kind of like checkpoint towers on the end. So definitely really secure. I don't really have to worry too much. Like, it's not totally spider proof, but honestly I don't really care that much. I got the tree farm completely done. I need to make a path kind of winding down to here, but I'll get that I'll get that at a later date. This is also not entirely mob proof because you could just walk up there and fall straight in like that, but it's good enough. I don't really need it to be like Alcatraz where it's just completely locked down. But honestly, I'm really happy. Oh, okay, let's not go that way. I'm really happy with how this turned out. Pretty much guarantees that even at nighttime, I'll always be able to do something. So no more AFKing in my main tower while I wait for the night to pass by, because it's just really shitty having to sit there and do nothing. Probably the most productive thing I could usually do during that time is throw some stone or sand in a furnace to smelt or smelt ores while I fucking scroll through Twitter or whatever. A lot of torches for sure, but honestly, I wanted it to be even rather than have it to where it's like efficiently mob proofed. I probably need to place torches along the walls a little bit more, but until I have shit spawning up here and starting to attack me, I'm not gonna really care. Both of the paths are gonna be kind of similar. Oh, that reminds me, I did start building the path down there in the main Indev island, but I quickly got bored. Yeah, there's a little bit of it. So, say what you will about gravel, especially this old ugly gravel, but it's definitely the best path block that I have. And it's really gonna break up and kind of add more. I don't know how to explain it. It's gonna add more to the total composition of the island, make it look a little bit more lived in. But yeah, like I really like how there's just very visible ways. Like now, with having the path go underground, you can see like, oh, well, there's a path right there. You can walk through that, and then that would take you to where I would have like the monster spawners and like some extra storage and shit like that. I'm almost ready to start work on getting the wooden and wool section of the tower and finish this up, but this is probably going to be one of the last things that I do. Which also reminds me, because it's been a few weeks since I was talking about the brick pyramids, where I was basically saying like, oh well, the version's already passed, and I don't really want to use world edit to go get it. I think I'm gonna go back on that, and I really, really want to get. I forget which version it is, but it was like if this is version 625, it was version 319 or some shit. in Infdev where there were brick pyramids that spawned with cave systems in them. So I think I'm gonna end up booting up a second world in a older version. And honestly, similar to what I did here with the monoliths when I was checking the coordinates, probably just set my player location to coordinates where a brick pyramid should spawn, which I might set up it'll be a really, really long minecart system. Like it would probably take like 15 minutes of minecarting just from going here all the way there. Still a lot of more details that I gotta put into this main tower. Like this middle section is gonna be a lot more full of detail because of how flat it feels right now. I'm gonna wait also until the very end before I move over to Alpha to show off the strip mines because it just goes on for thousands of blocks, both in north and south. Um, but I have gotten about 18 diamonds. I think in total 21. Oh no, way more than that. Um, Definitely a lot of diamonds. I got all these from the strip mine, and I'm just kind of hoarding them now because I cannot deal with a diamond pickaxe having 500 durability. It doesn't even break even on strip mining. Um, at least iron is profitable. Like I'm using less iron than it costs to get the iron, but only barely. So it's kind of hard to get an excess of iron. I think I'm up to almost, yeah, 2 double chests worth of tools that I've managed to save. And that's just these are just the ones that I haven't accidentally broken. So this is like maybe a third of the tools that I've gone through for everything. And I mean, like, yeah, I also have a lot of ores if the resolution's high enough. There's a lot of ores in the walls here, but I really want to leave that untouched. I like the look of it. I think it a little bit more personality. But yeah, this is coming along really, really good. I'll probably make another update once I'm done with all the paths, both the towers, and once I have this area cleared out, and then that's for the most part, that's just it. I'll be done with this version. I'm trying to think if there's anything else, but I don't think so. All right. I am pretty much done with everything that there is left to do with playing on here. Finish up the tower. I got the Actually, let me run over here real quick. It's been probably at least 2 or 3 weeks since the last time I've done any recording, but I just finished this up probably about 2 hours ago. Where is my stuff? Um, I did completely clear my inventory because I'm about to be going into the older version to get the brick pyramids generated. And I just don't know what's going to happen with splicing worlds together, so I would much rather just have a completely empty inventory so I don't have to risk losing anything. Um, but yeah, I got the staircases going all the way up to the top of the tower. It's still gonna be kind of a walk to get up to the top. Got all this scaffolding around in the middle, which has proven to be pretty helpful with placing torches. I think in the last clip I was showing off those both of these two little buildings. Here's another good shot from the outside. Up at the top of the tower, I was kind of struggling with what I really wanted to make it look like because I was trying to get like I really wanted it to be really open to where you could see everything, but at the same time it looks really flat. But I guess that's because that's kind of what it is. But it feels extremely open up here, and I just absolutely love it. You get a good view of everything, and I added a glass floor so that you'd be able to look over the edge without, you know, worrying about falling off. But I'm honestly extremely happy with where I'm at. I just found out a little bit before this that apparently I could have made an actual crop farm a while ago with bread and like out of wheat seeds from tilling the grass. That it's a little bit too late for that. As fun as this version has been to play on, I'm really ready to move on. I don't wanna play on here anymore. I wanna go on to the next version. I know actually yeah, no. I don't wanna go down. Um no, this way. So I wish I did know about the actual farming beforehand because I would have totally set up a farm or maybe add some I might add some like farming areas here and there, um, random places around the main island, but that's not going to be until the next version. Get out of the way. I got all those different equipments and brought them down here and pretty much put all of my used equipment down into these chests. I would say in total, this is probably about a third of the actual equipment I've been able to use, only because the other two-thirds I've broken. But I should still, I'm not too pressed about getting everything or like getting one of every type of equipment to 0 durability because that glitch stays into the game until like 1.14. So I have more than all the time in the world to get one of every one. But I did just go out of my way to get 4 0 durability golden hose because for whatever reason in this version golden hose have the same durability as a diamond hoe, which is 513. And so because I have an item with 513 durability and then I bring it down to 0, when it gets updated to have a maximum amount of durability of 32, it would pretty much do, will have a negative durability of 481, which when I combine it, um, whether using like an anvil or just combining it in my inventory, it doesn't actually repair the the durability, it just increases the negative durability. So I should get probably about 1600 or so negative durability once I combine all 4 of these together. I had 6 in total, but I broke 2 by accident. Over here, I finally cleared out this room. There's my spawners. I pretty much waited until the very end before I put those in, just because, yeah, it's kind of annoying. Um, but I did some block placement or block placement bypass shit, whatever the hell it's called, to put some torches on chests and furnaces and crafting tables, which these two aren't that impressive, and I thought about doing it on the spawners because like I'm right clicking right now and I'm not able to do it, but in modern versions you're able to place torches on spawners, so it's not that impressive. However, I did get a bunch of fully lit furnaces and I filled them up with a bunch of different random items, which I actually put a let me see. Yeah, see that's you can The two stack is our normal furnaces, and then the lit furnace is this one by itself, which just to verify that this is the um that is the lit furnace in there. See, it actually stacks. So put this back in there. Yeah, and then I have the last two spawners right there. Um, I think that's really it. Anything else that I have to show off, I think I've shown off already. I'm extremely happy I no longer have to take these staircases to get up and out of these Indev chunks, but I'll probably just leave them there for now out of sheer laziness. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna keep this wool. I'm not gonna put this wool block away, and I'm gonna go ahead and keep it on me and see what happens whenever I convert this world to alpha. But first, I'm gonna actually go back to Infdev. I want to say like 201.01.325. So it's an older version of Indev or Infdev. I pretty much want to go to that version and generate some brick pyramids. I'm probably going to end up using either my MBT editor or world edit to end up teleporting myself to those chunks, just because I really do not have any interest in walking thousands and thousands of blocks away. I would need to walk at least 3,000 blocks before I get out of the range of my main world, the one that I've already made a video tour about at least a year ago, probably a year and a half ago now. Um, but yeah, I'll see you over in the older Infdev world. All right, I am now on version 325 or whatever the hell. I'm abbreviating it like crazy because it's just way too many numbers. I'll turn the music off just because it makes editing a little bit easier. No worlds on here. I could technically, well, I don't know how it would react with these world files because all of these are, I want to say the oldest one out of this list is like 1.20. So I don't, no thanks. I'll pass on that. So, and I could if I go through here and then go through a bunch of different directories, I can I can definitely load worlds from here, but I'm gonna generate a brand new one. I have taken a couple peeks at this version in my own time, off camera, just kind of playing with all these different settings or um, just because I wanted to see how different it was from the second Secret Friday or whatever. And from what I can see, it literally does not matter what in the hell I pick, it's always going to generate the same stuff. So, one thing that caught me immediately off guard is a bunch of overstacked tools that I can actually pick up and move. But if I like place one down, I'm not able to restack it, which is a little annoying. Another weird thing is if I use, oh, I kind of like this terrain generation though. Whatever. When you fire a bow and arrow in this version, it spawns random mobs. You can also fire full auto. Ooh. Oh, it's all? Oh my god, all air. Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna generate brand new one. Okay, there we go. So, where is that going? That's up. So I spawned looking south. So I need to be going probably roughly that direction. Or no, there should be, I'm gonna do a little bit of exploring. 'Cause I want to say this is still the north-south coordinate plane, or the sun rises in the north and sets in the south instead of east and west like modern versions. What the hell happened here? Oh, this is some really cool generation. What the hell? Oh, I like this. What the hell is lagging though? But I think if I just keep going diagonally, I know there should be a, well, I guess that would be assuming I generate or I spawn at 0, 0, and there's just no way to tell if that's the case ever. I do have the MBT editor though, so that's probably what I'm gonna end up using, either the MBT editor or world edit, so that I can, okay, I guess I'm gonna, I don't know about swimming across this. So I'm gonna, ooh, there's some chunks over there. I'm gonna save this and load this up in an MBT editor and start teleporting. Hopefully I can get to some rough coordinates where a brick pyramid is, just because I really don't want to have a giant level that I'm gonna be combining with my main Infdev playthrough that I've been doing for so long. I guess I'll start recording that in a minute. Oh, okay. Um, older Infdev. Eh, I'm horrible at names. Oh, that's not good. Oh, this is an MC level. Oh, okay. This is not my save. How in the hell am I supposed to save this? I guess, okay. I'm gonna stop recording real quick and I need to see if I can at least load up that world in a different version. Okay, it is hours later. This is a completely separate world than what I had before, about 18 separate worlds. I finally figured out a way to be able to get a save. Technically, this is not an official, this is not a vanilla version of the the launcher or damn. I'm sorry, I'm like absolutely flustered right now because I have just spent the past several hours trying to figure out how I can get a save of this version of the game. Because apparently in version um, 2010 325, um, you just couldn't save. Saving wasn't until the next version or the version after that. And yeah, I know this gameplay is gonna really, really fucking suck. But it's about all I can really. This is the closest I've been able to get to it being playable and it being savable. So I'm just gonna have to kind of go with the flow. There it is! Holy shit! Alright, holy. uh, I ended up going into MCedit to be able to find my coordinates, and I was able to move myself to about 200 or so blocks, 300 or so blocks in the direction of it. Oh my god. I honestly, I was not expecting to actually be able to see it. I'm just so beyond happy I was finally able to get this saved. Oh my god. That thing's massive! I really wish I didn't have these stupid invisible chunks everywhere, because it is pretty annoying. Alright. God damn it. I'm gonna need to... Oh man. Looks like it doesn't go all the way down, because otherwise those... No, because... Yeah, there's caves inside, that's why. There's gonna be caves inside regardless. Yeah, there we go. Holy shit. Oh, this is so cool. Wait, is this the one with the top cut off? No, it's just invisible because, horrible chunk rendering. Hopefully it doesn't. Oh man. I'm just so happy I was actually able to get this. And I can actually save it. Like if I go here and then press generate new level, bam, right there, saved it. So now I have a guaranteed save. I know I'm like just straight up X-raying, but there's literally nothing down there. There's nothing I could get. I can't. If I looked hard enough, I could probably find ores, but this is the only structure, and I don't think it's gonna take a X-ray glitch to find this. Did take MBT editors though. I tried using the one NBT editor that I was able to use to teleport around in the other Infdev world. But I couldn't find where I could find my player coordinates without just straight up killing myself over and over and over again. So I'm gonna go to another tab. You guys can't see it right now, but if I go over here and go to the fandom wiki, there is one at 500, 500, but then there's another one a little bit farther north. I think if I went, hmm, because it's straight south. I think I'm gonna go. There's two more I could get, and I'm probably just gonna get all of them and not put them where they. I don't know. I don't know if I should go for three or four. That fourth one over in the distance on this grid I'm looking at, it is kind of really far away. But if I go straight north, I could find one, and then I guess from there I could go west, which I gotta remember rises in the north, sets in the south. So that's north, and the grid I'm looking at is upside down. So I would be going south. Oh, it's like completely upside down. I'd go south and then east. And then I could maybe loop back around north. But that other one really is just like super far away in comparison. God, man, I cannot wait. Well, first of all, I cannot wait to get off this version because of how scuffed it is. It is holding on by a thread. I also can't wait to get a hold of all of these items and add them to the collection. Or no, I guess I can't. I wouldn't be able to pick these up because they're overstacked. Yeah, no. Because I think chests count as player data, maybe? I don't know. But yeah, okay. I found one. The next one seems to be 1,000 blocks north. Ooh, that is kind of yikes. I think I might go for it. Yeah. I'm gonna go for it. But I don't want to do too much more editing or have too much more video. I'll probably record for a little bit. Well, no, I'm just gonna walk for a little bit and then. Nah, no, 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 I'm not walking. I'm gonna uh probably start teleporting myself from here in big leaps and bounds, and then probably after like two or three teleports, or like once I get within the last 500 blocks towards the next brick pyramid, um, I'm gonna go ahead and start recording again. All right, just did a couple hops. I think I'll be within the next. Whoa, okay. I guess I put myself inside of blocks. Which way is that moving? That's south. Okay. So I should be within about 400 blocks of the next one. Uh, Definitely way too close that if I were to try teleporting now, I would just end up just teleporting right on top of it. And I honestly would much rather just bite the bullet and travel the extra distance. Uh, so far, not really any mob spawning. I haven't seen anything around here. So yeah, there you go. Holy shit. That is not gonna get old. But yeah, so far I have not seen any like the whole ocean thing. But no, I haven't seen any mob spawn anywhere so far. I'm definitely if I had to walk all this, especially without the help of coordinates, honestly, I don't think I would have done this. I almost for for you with me editing out everything and not recording, it was only like a second jump between me running into issues and coming across two brick pyramids and soon to be two more. If I let me look at the coordinate thing. On here there's easily like 8 dozen, but I don't want that many. Honest to God, there's probably way more too. The Wikipedia says there's more, but I really just want these for the novelty. Like it's not gonna be like I'm gonna be getting these brick pyramids and then using them to like build out of brick. I want them because they are extremely cool and such a weird structure. Now that it's becoming daytime though, I can see that they don't go all the way down to bedrock, which I'm really surprised about. Maybe they did in other versions, but in this one, definitely not. If I do anything with the pyramid, it's gonna be an absolute pain to it's gonna be an absolute pain trying to get the what's it called? Um these insides lit up, like mob proofed. Might never be able to do all of it, to be honest, just because it's so many different caves and none of them really connect to anything. So I think if I got it correct, the next one's only 1,000 blocks away from here, so if I just do one teleport and then walk the rest of the way there, I should be good, and then that'll be that one. So be right back. All right, I'm in MCedit right now. I thought that I might as well show what exactly how I'm doing it. So I'm pretty much just using the. Oh, I do not know why it's not showing the stuff for that, but this right here is the move player function, and I'm pretty much just dragging it over here and then just placing it and then control save. Um, by pressing 0, you're able to bring up the menu that I have in the top left. I think I went over this before when I was getting the world transferred, but for whatever reason, if I try to move my camera, it kind of just spazzes out. What is this over here? It just does not like moving in the slightest. I really wish I knew why or how I could fix it or anything like that. But oh no, did I just? No, I didn't place anything. Okay. Really don't want to use it to straight up build. I'm already. I feel like I'm basically fucking cheating sometimes because I'm generating these chunks and then moving these chunks into the world. Oh my god. Yeah, this is kind of the reason why I haven't been recording it. Um, can at least get it to stop by toggling the stuff back and forth. So I have control over my mouse now. But yeah, so I'm thinking because this is z equals 1500 right now, and looking at the graph, the next pyramid is just a little bit past the 1000 mark. So it's what I'm guessing is as soon as I load back up into the world, I'm just gonna generate all of these chunks right here, and the whole brick pyramid's gonna generate at once. But yeah, I'm gonna move over there now. All right, back over here now, and that's south, and I need to be going. I don't know which way now that I think about it. Um, East? I want to say I have to be going east. I'm sorry, I have it all backwards. Minecraft coordinates are already upside down, but having a graph made that is double upside down of that is just infuriating. Hopefully I won't have to be too much longer with this, because extremely glitchy terrain is not that appealing to look at. I'm gonna at least get out of this. Get out of this freaking water. Is that it over there? I hope that's it. I don't know why this one's harder to find right now. I've already dedicated to doing 4. But pretty much this is the absolute last thing I'm gonna be doing before I move on to alpha. Which considering how buggy this is, thank God. I look forward to it. And then I'll probably just set up all this loot that I have on me in a chest near the first brick pyramid. Like a little mini house or something. It definitely can't be as fancy as the won't be able to be as fancy as the other places that I was showing off earlier. I really like the terrain generation though. Oh, if I be able to see more of it. Extremely funky. Maybe I got the coordinates wrong? It doesn't say like a number on it or anything. It's just kind of a general figure. Yeah, no, I should have just been able to go in a straight line and come across it. Maybe I just did not travel nearly as far as I thought I would have to. Is that it? There you go. Oh man, I cannot wait to set up like minecart systems going to all these. You get to see all these old chunks too. God, man, the caves in this are just so horrible. Oh man, I have to stand on it. It's the bare minimum. I think I like this one the most so far. Looks the cleanest. Honestly, I got extremely lucky that somebody made a modded version for this this hyper specific basically snapshot of an Infdev update because every other version, wow. I get I'm standing on this, but just this terrain looks really fucking cool. Holy shit, that is awesome. All right, I think this last jump is gonna be that's gonna be at least two teleports. So I will be right back. All right, this is the last time I'm disappearing. I think this should be it. Still haven't seen the last one quite yet, but should be that direction roughly. Hopefully I don't fall through this terrain. Um, oh, there we go. We're good. So in MCedit, there's like this giant U shape for all the chunks that I generated. So whenever I get up to more modern versions, even as soon as well, I guess the June 25th, which is I guess that's the naming scheme. The the version that I've been playing 95% of this video in has a different style of terrain generation. So even going from this version to that version, it's going to cause chunk errors in those chunks between this whole area. But um, I don't know when. They'll probably be alpha chunks, to be honest. That's the next time I plan on coming around here. Um, Honestly, as soon as I get this last pyramid loaded, I'm pretty much done. Uh, I'm just gonna get this world stitched into the main Infdev world, off camera. I can't. This video. Holy shit! There we go. I'm free. I've been honestly wanting to move on to the next version for a long time now. Oh, it's becoming nighttime. Oh, I have to move a bunch of these items into chests. Yeah, there we go. Alright, 5 is good. Really don't want to have to fight mobs when I can't see anything. Please. Not being able to see anything really, really sucks. Horrible. Ah, damn it. Okay. God, it is it just keep going. I gotta step on it. I have to. I refuse to just teleport up there. No, I don't have any. Where's my grass? There we go, got one. There we go, home stretch. I guess I'm a little glad that this version's a little glitched and I can just straight X-ray through. Uh, 'Cause I really get to see what all the caves look like. Some of these do look extremely cool. I really wonder what kept them from keeping these in the game, or at least keeping them in the game long enough to save normally. Honestly, uh, playing in Infdev has been a lot of fun. I went into the NPT editor today, and according to the time, I want to say I got about 90 hours in total of playtime on it, which is just a lot more than I was ever expecting. I was really thinking I was just gonna show up to InfDev, get the monoliths, get some zero durability equipment, and call it there, and quickly move on to alpha. Definitely would have saved a lot of time. I've been playing this version since April at least, so I'm already 2 months into making this stupid video. And if you're still watching now, fucking really appreciate it. Thank you, because this has been an extreme amount of effort, despite the use of MCedit and MBT editors and all that shit. This has just been extremely fun, despite it just being the very beginning of going through all these different versions. I'm extremely excited to finally have access to minecarts and sprinting. Sprinting is going to be fun again. Uh, Still a really far, far, far fucking time away from being able to go into shit like the end or have enchanting. But I should have access to the Nether in the next version I play in. So, but yeah, I am done. See you guys in the next video. Goodbye.